My name is James Nyamai. I'm the founder of Bioafrique Energy Limited. It's a company that is located in Machakos County in Kenya that works on fabrication. One of the main challenges is on pushing for hybrid solar dryers in the country, which is basically a new concept. And it requires a lot of market activation activities to familiarize the target market with the importance of that. But what has really worked out is basically just conveying the benefits of the hybrid version of hybrid dehydrators to the target customers. Most of the time you find you're dealing with smallholder farmers, and smallholder farmers sometimes do not have the financial capability to be able to purchase some of these advanced technologies. So in most cases you find you have to kind of work with financial partners who also, with smallholder farmers, they really do not have financial history that the funding institutions can be able to rely on in order to give credit to the farmers. So these two have really been some of the biggest challenges towards penetrating with smallholder farmers, who basically form more than 80% of the farming population, to reduce post-harvest losses. This training has really been helpful in terms of getting to understand more about the hybrid dehydrators, how best to calculate some of the parameters scientifically with the kinds of formulas, and how to improve the hybrid dehydrators so that you can be able to offer a better product to the customers, and also see on how you can be able to reduce the costs so that more of the smallholder farmers can be able to benefit. So on top of that, some of the other things that have come up is more about educating the target market on food safety, which is basically one of the key factors, because giving the dryers and not giving them the knowledge on food safety again affects the importance of reducing post-harvest losses by having clean food that people can be able to eat. So the aspect whereby you can bring all this together, deliver a dryer, but also educate the farmer on some of the ways in which they can be able to reduce contamination on the food, actually brings on board a complete package which will be also beneficial to the farmers as well. I think this is some of the few things that people really ignore. One is on cleanliness. Another one is on how do you handle food, how do you store that food after it has been dried. So it's not an expensive kind of thing to implement, but even educating them on how to ensure there is a proper flow to avoid contamination of the raw product and the dried product as well is some of these aspects of even the kind of clothing that they need to use there, the kind of medical attention that is required for the people who are handling the food, so that at least you reduce contamination. I think the approach by KIRDI and the other partners acts to actually bring on board also players who are also in this dehydration technologies is quite a very good approach to ensure that more of these solar dryers can be able to penetrate the market. And I think there is also need for deeper collaboration with the entrepreneurs who are actually taking place in this training, so that any improvements can be done. People can improve on the capacity for fabricating those dryers, and that way you find it will reduce the costs, and in the long run have more farmers adopt the technologies, and in that way we will walk a long way towards reducing post-harvest losses.